Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Today is a very special episode. It's episode 100 of the crypto vlog. I know, it's fucking crazy, right? Insane. Let's get down with the date. Today is April 19th, 2018. The day before 420. What a fucking day to get episode 100. You know, kind of almost perfect timing, but hey, I mean, it's pretty fucking cool. Pretty awesome. In fact, today already, I've already had pretty intense day in a sense, you know. I got a call early in the morning from this is all personal stuff real quick, but in a sense of something that I've been dealing with. I don't want to get too many details until it's all done, said and done, but you know, just something I've been dealing with you know, the government. And so like they, you know, again, I just got a call today where I just had to pay a certain amount and I get my freedom back. So yeah, again, the reason I sometimes pussyfoot around this, talk about this subject a little bit and not quite as much as I want to, is because I'm dealing with a certain situation. Once the situation is rectified, boom, the gates will open, and I get to talk about it and talk about you know, yeah, the whole situation and then some. But for now, we just gotta, you know, deal with this. I gotta deal with this, and like anyway. But regardless, like I'm happy because I got a call. You know, in a sense, it was bittersweet because, you know, it's like, hey, you gotta pay a lot, but at the same time, with that, it's like, hey, you get your freedom back, which again was rightfully, I mean, not rightfully, unjustly taken away from me. Like again, just I can't wait to share this story. Okay, so I digress. Today is episode 100, and it's just, you know, let's just keep it 100% positive because it's been an amazing fucking ride. In fact, last night, I was looking through all of my, you know, my YouTube videos. In fact, I was looking at like my very first YouTube video pretty much ever, right here. Hello, my name is josearteaga, and I'm CEO of Redo Publishing. This is going to be the first of many videos that is going to be education on the subject of a near zero marginal cost and what the Internet of Things is. And yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. It really is. You know how far I've come from there to here. Not just in the video making process stuff, you know, but like just in general, you know, like all the shit that I've been through. And the first episode I ever filmed or uploaded, I think, was 11/11/2015, so about 2.5 years ago. And I literally have not looked at that first video in a very long time because fuck, I mean, honestly, I've just been beyond cringe. It's cringeworthy and beyond embarrassing, you know. At least that's why I haven't looked at it. But last night I looked over it again, listening to myself talk over 2.5 years ago, and it was pretty crazy, man, because like it wasn't as cringeworthy as I thought. It was pretty cringeworthy, you know, in the sense of like just my own personal, but what I was saying and like how I was comporting myself in front of the camera and everything was actually pretty decent, pretty good, pretty wow, you know, in the sense of like holy shit, you know. But again, it just goes to show you how hard it really is to just get in front of the camera and talk and really spit out your opinions and what you really, you know, think is right, whatever, the whole thing. It's not as easy as it looks, believe it or not. Okay, so like honestly, like when I was doing the what is it, the vlogs, where I was filming myself going around Seattle.
Corey? How's it going?
When when you produce shows, you're getting this side of it, which is creating it yourself, and like doing it all from scratch, without hearing how someone else would do it, really, or like being told what to do. And there's a lot to be said for that. Like, you're gonna learn your own process. What are you working on right now?
I got a couple cameras going, so I kind of want to put some power.
Yeah, that's
so I don't die.
Yeah, that's what we're planning on doing tonight. But kind of talking, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, I had other plans. Like, I was gonna have somebody come over here, and I was gonna do my new show.
Yeah.
In the kitchen with Jose.
Nice.
And it was just gonna be, talking crap, just talking, like in the kitchen, hanging out. But kind of fell through. But then, I was hanging out with Abe, and then you said, hey, you guys hanging out? And I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Cool.
So we're here, and now we're filming this.
All right.
Going around LA or going around wherever, the reason I would do that as opposed to talking in front of the camera, because believe it or not, that was actually a lot easier. Okay, it's like, when you have like a list of chores to do and you leave like the worst possible chore at the end, and you do all these chores, all these things that you don't even want to fucking do, clean the bathroom, do laundry, everything, just to avoid the one that you hate to do. Same kind of thing, you know what I mean? I was always very self-conscious and scared or whatever, all these things as to like, being in front of the camera and spitting out my opinions for a million reasons. But the best thing that ever happened to me was turning this fucking thing on in December and talking to you guys. And here we are today, 481 subscribers later. And it's funny because like, some people kind of like are talking to me about this a little bit, outside of our little world here. And when they ask me how many subscribers I got, and I just tell them 481, some people are like, oh wow, that's fucking awesome. Some people are just like, oh, they scoff at it. But to me, like, I understand that, all 481 of you guys are beyond crazy important. This space is so tiny that even like the most popular YouTube, crypto YouTube channels, don't have that many. So yeah, it's amazing. It's all about, like how Gary Vee says, it's not about the width as to like, I don't want to have 4 million viewers, none of them are really, it's all about the depth, what I mean? The fact that like, I know like already a few of you guys out there, what I mean? Like just from just a little bit of interaction here and there, that a few of you guys out there that when you guys have reached out to me, if anything, I've been in awe. Like, holy shit, this person thinks I'm cool. This person thinks I'm interesting. This person, like, I don't know who I don't want to be pointing fingers. I mean, like putting people out there. But at the end of the day, like, when some of these people I have conversations with and I actually check out who they are, and I get crazy humbled, okay? And the last thing I get is starstruck. I come from Miami. I've been around all this shit the whole life. But in the sense of just crazy humbled, okay? Because when I see somebody that is just like at the height of their life, career, all these things, and then, they just reach out to me like a fan, and then I look at what they do for a living, and I'm like, oh, wow. I'm a fan of you. You're fucking cool. And it's just really cool. Really, really cool. So, again, I know there's a mouthful. I'm talking about a bunch of stuff. I literally wrote like all these notes, okay, to talk about all these things I got to talk about. And I've been just, throwback Thursday here. But anyway, I implore you guys, if you guys really are interested, check out my older videos. Like, really, go down, my videos section and just go all the way to the bottom and just watch the first things I ever watched, that I ever wrote, that I ever did, at least for a laugh. I'm gonna see if I can put a couple clips here, and there, so you guys can get an idea. But yeah, it's really weird. It's really cool, like seeing my progress, and how I've made it all the way to where I am today. It's pretty cool, at least in that realm. For personal reasons, and like my friends that know me, they see other things when they see those videos. But still, it's really cool, man. It's really cool to be able to look back, and kind of see little episodes of my life. So anyway, I digress. Talking too much shit. Okay, so now let's get to the meat and potatoes, okay, as to why you guys are here. All right, talking about crypto, right, and crypto crap and cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and that whole nine. Okay, so I know for the last 2 days I've been harping on the whole Pornhub Verge thing, and it's funny because as I'm watching others and seeing other YouTube channels and just looking at the space as a whole, I'm realizing that yeah, again, like what I was saying before, like all the word on this is just important, you know what, completely forgot. This is just very, very important in the sense that again, it's like the porn industry kind of acknowledging, drop something, kind of the porn industry acknowledging cryptocurrency, bringing it to the masses, and just that industry being part of the new industry. There's other industry that we're all part of. Again, this is just the same as if like I'm trying to think of a company right now because I can't think of the exact company that does this. But like, okay, if you guys are in the restaurant industry, anyone out there, anyone in any kind of industry that uses a POS system, a point of sale system, that's like the equivalent of like some sort of one of these major companies. Again, I'm skipping on the name, the companies that do these systems, the registers, and it's like, again, like if they were to fucking say, hey, we're about to start implementing the blockchain within and cryptocurrency within our own universe, that's beyond, that would be amazing, crazy, beyond insane, cool news. But again, and as soon as you hear it, it's not really going to impact anything. It's not going to impact anyone or anything until it's going to be a while. Okay, and who knows? They might have many iterations of their blockchain technology within their own POS system. Some will fail, some will be successful until they eventually get it. But the thing is that it's not like it's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to be, who knows? It might be years from now. But the point is that it's starting. Okay, let me fucking put a hard fork, pun intended, okay, into this conversation real quick and just go off, to some other, situation real quick. Because today I was watching Gregory Menarino. Yesterday, I watch him all the time. But the bond markets have been bleeding. Not just yesterday, but today as well. They haven't been able to stop it. And on top of that, the yield curve, okay? Again, if you guys don't know too much about this, it's fine. This is not. But the yield curve, okay? It's supposed to be a curve. That's why I call it a yield curve. Once it starts flattening out, it's not good. It's been flat, okay? And not just flat, but from what he's saying, it's already starting to go down. Invert. The inverted yield curve. We're fucked. Most of the people in this space have been in this space for a very long time, especially gold, silver, bucks, conspiracy theory motherfuckers. Before we started getting into this crypto shit, we already knew this day was coming, okay? And we've been kind of putting it off because we've been getting into the technology in the crypto world, and we're thinking optimism and positive, and we've been doing this for a while now. But the reality is that we cannot forget about that, okay? Even though we might be in good positions, not all of us, I'm broke as fuck, but in good positions in the sense that we can survive the next economic downturn, we have to be realistic that it's coming and it's going to be hard and it's going to shake the fucking earth to its core, period, end of story. Now, just like the Pornhub story, just like what I was just saying right now with the point of sale, if that were to happen, just like BAT, which I'm going to talk about in a second, the basic attention token and the Dow Jones Media Group linking together, just like all these things, are happening. It doesn't mean like BAT and the Dow Jones are going to fucking already lead the way, okay, tomorrow. Same as Pornhub isn't going to fucking be, making Verge go to $7,000 overnight, and et cetera, just like, the bond market bleeding to death. The whole thing has fucking been dying forever. The inverted yield curve, the dollar dying, one thing after another. It doesn't mean that it's going to crash tomorrow. It could, but it doesn't really mean that. All it means is that this is the final countdown. By the way, the reason I don't put any songs is because they will literally take the whole video off of YouTube, okay? That's why you never hear any music, unless you hear me singing or some sort of other entity bringing in the music, right? I can put videos, I can put all kinds of shit. They can demonetize the fuck out of it. I don't care, right? But the last thing I want is for them to take the video off. Okay, so that's why you very rarely hear music. And when you do hear music, let's say Casey Neistat, he's been using like actual music and his shit. Man, I don't know how much he's paying for that shit, but cool. You know, thanks for doing that for us. Okay, all right. I know. I feel like I've gone, like I've been trying to go into a, like I don't know. I've been going in like all over the place here today. But let's just get now to, you know, another bit of news, a very important piece of news that I don't see anyone really covering. I don't understand why no one's fucking covering this shit. This is, to me, again, I mean, I've been saying that the whole Pornhub thing is beyond incredible, beyond taking this shit to another level. But honestly, when I heard about this partnership, the Basic Attention Token BAT, okay, and Dow Jones Media Group, when they, you know, that partnership, that's a partnership. That's a motherfucking partnership, okay? And it makes fucking the whole Pornhub thing look cute as fuck. Again, I'm not trying to downplay the importance of that, because again, it's a very important moment, okay? And in crypto history, in tech history, and all this shit, believe it or not, it really is. But the reality is that you get to, like, by the way, this is capitalism at its finest, okay? Again, when I hear people complaining about how the Pornhub Verge thing happened, again, this is just capitalism at its finest. People, get used to it. Get fucking used to it, okay? And if you guys are gonna fucking sit there and cry about this, man, you guys will not survive in China and other places around the fucking world, okay? I mean, are you serious right now? So anyway, but, you know, to me, I look at this and it's like, this is the craziest fucking thing ever. Like, in the sense that, like, on one side, okay, we have Verge and that whole situation and everything that they did, McGaffey style.
Gone? Huh? Yes.
I mean, whatever. You know, McGaffey style, in order to get the partnership with Pornhub, okay? And again, we all know that you know, it's all it is Dogecoin dark, you know, and at the end of the day, Pornhub might just be, you know, taking some money and free publicity, and we might never even hear of Verge ever again. But the point is that how that happened, and then when we look at the next day, like a real partnership, how that happened, okay? And as to how one got all this media attention, the other one is not getting any attention. So for example, the Dow Jones Media Group, Barron's, Market Watch, you know, these names are names that we all know, and not just know, like, these are like, you know, very high-end luxury brands, okay? Period, okay? And again, if none of you guys know who they are, these brands, or even whatever, play with these brands or know about these brands, listen, when I had a few bucks before I was stuck in here, listen, trust me, I know about these brands very motherfucking well. And the fact that they are teaming up with BAT and how the team up, I read up on it, and how that, what they're trying to do, what they want to move it forward, and the whole fucking thing. Not only is that a real partnership, but my goodness, okay? That is the partnership that not only should we all be talking about, but the one that it's really gonna, like, really bust the doors open on all this shit. Because, you know, this is the rich motherfuckers pretty much giving this whole space the green light, okay? And they're not going with Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum or any of these sexy, no, they're going with BAT. What the fuck is BAT? Basic Attention Token. We know in the space how important that is and what the implications of that fucking technology, the browser, the whole fucking thing. But in reality, nobody, almost like nobody, and I mean, I don't know, I could be wrong, but if I were to be a betting man, which I am, almost nobody that comes from the space of, you know, the luxury brand Dow Jones Media Group space know anything about Brave. First of all, they barely know about the blockchain or Bitcoin or anything like that. What the fuck are they gonna know what Brave is? So the fact that they took this on and are creating this partnership and forcing both on each other, like, for example, I already got my fucking free $500 value subscription to Barron's. By the way, I will put the link at the bottom so that you guys can download. I think you have to re-download the Brave browser, reinstall the new version of it, and then it'll prompt you and guide you to how to get the subscription, which, by the way, I implore you to get, because if you guys are in this space, it's literally a financial magazine for the uber rich, okay? Because who the fuck has $500 to just fucking throw to get a fucking newsletter? Exactly. So just, all right? I suggest you fucking get it, okay? Don't get the Market Watch shit, okay? Unless you're into that space. But I think you get to pick one or the other. Go with go with the Barons. Trust me, all right? You'll be very happy. So, look how awesome that is. That luxury brand is giving something free and away to the peons, okay? And how the Brave browser isn't fucking announcing this. There ain't no news behind this. There ain't no nothing, okay? This is just straight up business, you know, in the sense of like, you know, this is an amazing deal. I mean, look, I know deals, okay? And I know business and I know all this shit. And this is just straight up, you know, the people, you know, I keep spacing on his name. But remember, this is a really important guy. He's the guy that did, you know, invented Java, invented all this other shit. But anyway, that's literally him walking into the fucking, you know, the Dow Jones Media Group fucking conference room and literally just fucking, you know, selling them this idea. And them buying it. That's cojones, okay? That's balls in Spanish, by the way. That's it. And that's how things get done out here, for real.
You what? You made a deal for a fucking $18 million without even checking with me? Are you crazy, Montana? Are you crazy?
Coño, Frank, take it easy.
Coño, my ass!
At 10.5 a key is puro. You can't lose money. No way. We make 75 million on this deal, Frank. 75 million. That is serious money.
What the fuck is Sosa going to do when I don't come up with the first $5 million? What's he going to do? Is he going to send me a bill? He's going to send a fucking hit squad up here, that's what. There's going to be a war in the street.
Relax. Take it easy. I'm in tight with Sosa. You short a couple of mil, I go on the street for you. I make a couple of moves. A mill here, a mill there. You got it. Okay?
You make moves on your own.
I got ears, Jerome. I hear things.
Yeah? What do you hear about the Diaz brothers? What about them? What about Gaspar Gomez? What is he going to do when you start moving 2,000 keys on the
Fuck
street?
Gaspar Gomez and fuck the fucking Diaz brothers! Fuck them all! I buried those cockroaches! What they ever do for us? Look, Frank, time is gone. We gotta expand. The whole operation. Distribution. New York, Chicago, LA. We gotta set our own mark and enforce it. We gotta think big now.
So, look at that Pornhub thing. Again, that's a very, very fucking important thing, and we cannot diminish the importance of the whole everything that really means. You gotta remember that, okay? But, man, the reality is that after I saw what, you know, the whole thing with the Barons, I mean, with the Dow Jones and the BAT, and just how I just know how that shit fucking went down. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm just thinking to myself, my God, we're about to have some real motherfucking fun in this space coming up. Because how many, think about Larimer. Once that EOS thing is really starting to fucking kick it and working, he's gonna be dropping the fucking mic wherever the fuck he goes, and that shit is gonna fucking sell itself. And we have a lot of fucking coinage and you know, products out there, okay? Tokens, whatever, ICOs that, you know, they're gonna take it to the next level. Yeah, there are a bunch of them that are just crap. In fact, 80-90% of them are crap. But man, you know, I started like doing a little research. I mean, I'm starting to get into the coins a little bit because I'm starting to just really remember. I'm trying to the space as a whole, and there's some projects out there that are really that I've never even heard of, and I just started just, you know, randomly clicking. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of potential behind this, a lot of this, a lot of that. So we're going on to the next thing, you know, what we're going to talk about now, which is where we are today, you know, in the history timeline. Okay. How about this? In late 2016, okay, December 2016, early 2017, almost nobody was really in this space, okay? And I'm talking about the space as a whole. In fact, Bitcoin was still fucking, you know, beyond speculative. It was still, Okay, and there was, you know, the only people that knew about all these other coins and tokens were just people that really, the ones that are the millionaires nowadays, I guess, for the most part, but almost nobody. As the year went on, 2017, as the year went on, all of a sudden, all these projects started coming out. All these ICOs started coming about, and it led us through an amazing roller coaster ride all through 2017 until we got to the culmination, you know, the peak in December, okay, where all these coins, everything was fucking max value, and then we already know what happened when it crashed into the fucking ground. Now, as all that was happening, we were all talking about, you know, warn your friends, you know, don't just throw your money in any blind ICO. They're gonna fucking steal your money. Blah 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 blah. Be careful where you put your money. All these things, okay? And we were all like in consensus that this was a speculative market, because it was. It was all ICOs. Remember, what's an ICO? It's an initial coin offering, and you know, what does that come from? It's from an fuck, I'm spacing out. Good weed. Crystal coma, by the way. That's what it's called. This stuff here. Anyway. But anyway, the point I'm making is that, you know, these are just unregulated ways to get money in order to fund the project. That's it. You know, so that's why there was like, you know, it's a loophole. That's why it was like a humongous influx into the space, and you know, all the things that happened. Okay, up until then. But as we were talking about last year, okay, well, and we are now about to start, we've already been living through this, okay? But again, remember, it's so different, you know, looking at the future, looking at the past, but when you're actually living through it, it's very, very difficult sometimes to just, you know, kind of like, whoa, hold still and like, you know, look around you and see what the fuck is going on. So, we were talking about last year where like, oh, we can't wait to 2018 because all these ICOs will actually have working projects, okay? And guess what? We're already in, you know, through the first quarter of 2018, and there's already a bunch of working projects. EOS is already testnet. I think testnet's already past that. By the way, I had to get back off from EOS a little bit because, you know, that's not my, I don't know how to code, I don't know how to do any of that shit. I'm just trying to focus on what I know how to do. But anyway, but that shit's already fucking rolling. That shit's rolling. Golem already rolling as well. I mean, I was already trying to figure out that shit last night. I'm gonna see if I can figure it out today to see if I can get free Golem by having my computer on. Okay, Singular DTV, they already have a working product as well. Whatever, BAT, not only have they had a working product, you know, which is the browser and the whole thing, but they just announced a humongous motherfucking deal yesterday, okay? And so on and so forth, and, okay? So, what 2018 is going to be, like 2017 was the year of the ICO, 2018 is the year of the actual projects, okay? The actual projects actually being put out there and having the people go at it. Because as you know, from product development and that whole deal, you know, like in the sense of like, you know, there's no replacement for having the actual people, you know, play with your product and giving you feedback in that whole situation. So, you know, that's where we're at now. Okay, that's where we are in this space right now. So, you know, I've been talking about the hyperwave stuff for a little while because, look, I have to make videos every fucking day, and the reality is sometimes when there has been nothing to talk about, it's really easy to fucking harp on negative news. And by the way, I have no idea if it's still going to go down and up because, in a sense, I still believe in the sense, and I still believe the fact that I think this market can be very heavily manipulated at the moment just because there's not enough hands in the pot. The more hands in the pot, so again, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody, the more we have in the pot, the less they're able to manipulate it. That's it. That's that simple. But make sure it's still recording. Okay. Damn, it's going long today. Anyway, but the point I'm making is that, like, it's still crazy fucking early. And, you know, right now it's the year, you know, the year of the project and seeing how the projects are going to develop, work, and that whole thing. So when people are saying this is in a bubble, we're not anywhere close to a bubble. Right now, we're like in the still like mid to early 90s. Remember, the bubble popped in 99. Still a while, okay? By the time that the bubble popped in 99, there was already a bunch of projects, ICOs, with working things, okay? They just didn't work out, all right? Because they went many, many years without whatever. And again, remember what I was just talking about with the bond market. You know, we could fucking crash soon. And, you know, we could have a crash before the crypto market really starts fucking going, really get going. But again, that could be a really good thing because, as you know, in times of crazy hardship is when like things really get built. Some, you know, we might be ramping up and we might not be, you know, we might be taking a hit soon with everybody else, every asset class, okay, when the crash happens. But as soon as that crash is over, remember, it doesn't last forever. It only lasts for a few weeks, a month, whatever. Once that shit's over, you know, all fucking asset classes, everything across the board is going to be still at the bottom, going down, barely breathing. But one of the spaces that is going to start, like literally the minute that the whole fucking financial sector recovers around the world, one of the industries that is just going to fucking just go straight to the fucking moon and not look back will be this industry, which is the cryptocurrency, the blockchain, and everything with tech, and this part of tech. And that's it. Again, we've been through this many times in history, and we don't have to go back to 99. We can go back many, many years, okay? And that generation after generation, there's always a different case, a different scenario, but it's almost always basically the same thing, same cycle, okay? So, yeah, that's, you know, a mouthful, you know, it's this is episode 100, I know, crazy. And it's so cool because so many fucking cool things are literally happening right now, in the last couple days, in the next couple days, and so forth and so on. It's just an amazing thing. I've been talking a lot. I haven't even been able to get through the whole thing because it's just so much to fucking talk about. Let's see, what else? Okay, I'm gonna put, I think I already talked about that. Link, where else? Bear with me 1 second. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's talk about Litecoin real quick, okay? For you guys, for us out here, okay, that are fucking Litecoin enthusiasts, okay? Litecoin, you know, 100, Litecoin, everything. Again, yeah, we're you know, Litecoin forever. But for all of you guys out there that are still on the fence about Litecoin, look, guys, if you guys have any doubts about Litecoin, period, I would implore you to just Google Litecoin. Not Google it. Wikipedia Litecoin, okay? That'll probably make it easier. Wikipedia Litecoin, and just read up on it real quick so you can understand really what it is, okay? Remember, we know what it is, but not everybody knows what it is, and we have to keep reminding people, okay? So, again, Charlie Lee, okay? Literally, I forgot when, 2011 or something like that, forked off of Bitcoin and created Litecoin, okay? When he, and that's it, and all Litecoin is just a better, faster version of Bitcoin, but it's exactly the same, okay? It's not Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is crap. Now, what people don't fucking understand, and people I don't think they get, when Charlie Lee sold all his stake in Litecoin, that's like if Satoshi Nakamoto were to actually exist today, okay, still alive, and then he would have sold off all his Bitcoin because he didn't want to be attached to this and wanted this to remain decentralized forever. So when he did that, when Charlie Lee did that, when he sold off all his Litecoin, okay, that signified like the fact that Litecoin is just like Bitcoin, okay? It's not supposed to have an owner. It's supposed to be decentralized, and that's it. It's for the fucking people. So that's why, you know, people that really get it understand why Charlie Lee is a fucking, you know, wow. This guy is beyond selfless. He's, you know, he will be remembered, I think, you know what I mean? And I think that's, you know, well, some people are just driven by different things, but, you know, I think that he's, you know, on the path where he wants to be remembered like a Satoshi Nakamoto, but like the living version of him, okay? And he's doing everything humanly possible and the right things, and again, he's only human. And then we understand the reason behind having a Satoshi Nakamoto figure behind the Bitcoin, and look at how things can get very clouded when there is an actual figure behind it. Because look at Charlie Lee. All he's doing is everything that you could possibly be doing right in order to do the right thing in this space. And yet, just look at all the flack, look at everything around that space, okay? But at the end of the day, Litecoin, why Litecoin is such a crazy investment is because Litecoin is where Bitcoin was years ago. At the bottom, okay? With no one really like doing anything with it. And that's it. That's where we're at. I mean, we still have to have Litecoin's Roger Ver appear. Okay, and notice that every time that there's any one of these forks where there's Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Diamond, Litecoin Cash, you name it, you never see any entities behind it. All these people are always under a rock and you never see them. The only motherfucker that decided to come out was this guy Roger Ver. Okay, and this guy, you know, again, the way I look at it, you know, just from, you know, psychology perspective, you know, this guy's, you know, narcissist, you know, 101. I mean, this guy, he's the equivalent, you know, like in the WWF, how you always have the heel, you know, the bad guy, the guy that enjoys being the bad guy, enjoys the booze, listen, that's who he is, okay? The end. And it doesn't matter how much hate we throw at him, it's just giving him fuel. That's what he wants, okay? Sorry, the thing fucking died on me. I guess I'm so fucking happy and excited about today's episode that I'm going on and on and on. But anyway, I had to just like really check real quick where I left off. But look, at the end of the day, you know, this guy Roger Ver, you know, he gets his fucking fuel from being the bad guy, being the heel, you know, getting booze, you know, like when, you know, again, WWF style, you know, you get Hulk Hogan, like, you know, he's the fan favorite, you know, Hulkamaniac, and then you see the bad guy coming in, and, you know, he gets the same fucking fuel from the booze and the throwing, when they fucking throw Mountain Dew in his head and all that shit, okay? So, you know, that's all Roger Ver is, you know, he's just the heel, the bad guy, he enjoys that, he don't give a fuck, you know, there's a lot of people like that out there, whether you like it or not, whether you know, so, you know, look at the guy from Verge. He's one of those motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, come on, people, wake the fuck up. And so, again, you know, I don't really know where I left off here. But again, the point I'm making is that, you know, Litecoin is very far away from that. You know, remember, we're still in the $100 range. Remember when Bitcoin was in the $100 range. So when Litecoin gets to that range and that popularity and that whole fucking thing, and Bitcoin is, again, really fucking expensive, and it's just a thing of value again, and that, whatever, we already know where we're going. History, the same fucking cycle over and over again. But anyway, we still have yet to have the Roger Ver of Litecoin come out. We still have yet to have the Roger Ver of all these other coins and entities come out yet. You know, come on. You know, what is it, Zcash or Monero? One of these fucking things that started forking like a motherfucker the other day. You know, and come on, man. You know, please, guys, remember, this is beyond beta testing, you know, for this whole space. All right? So, it's very exciting but very scary at the same time, and it's for, like, again, I'm an adrenaline junkie, okay? And I think a lot of people in this space, whether you want to admit it or not, you have to be an adrenaline junkie. You have to be, okay? You get high from the fucking lows, and you know, I mean high, you know, high, like, you know, high from the fucking, let me smoke my blunt. You know, you get high, all right? I know, horrible timing. Anyway, you get high from the lows and high from the highs. Okay, you follow me? This is a thing. Okay, like seriously, that's what we are in this space. All right, I know it sounds crazy, but like a real degenerate gambler gets a bigger high when he loses everything as opposed to when he wins a lot. And again, some people just don't even understand that psychology part of it, but like that's really the reality of it. You know, it's like, for real, it's crazy, for lack of a better fucking definition. Anyway, what else are we gonna talk about? So yeah, the whole thing with fucking Litecoin, man. Like, I mean, for real, I'm 100% Litecoin purist, and again, Litecoin, like, the difference between Litecoin and Bitcoin, I mean, Litecoin and Bitcoin are the same. Okay, in the sense that, like, you know, they're just the same, that no governing entity governs it, okay? Like Satoshi Nakamoto, okay? There's no Satoshi Nakamoto for Litecoin, okay? It's Charlie Lee. But in the sense, remember, he has no stake in it, okay? So he might as well be Satoshi Nakamoto, okay? At least whoever the Satoshi Nakamoto is, remember, he still has an address with fucking Bitcoin in it. Charlie Lee doesn't, okay? So just keep that shit in perspective, and why they are the same, the gold and to the silver, okay? You know, meaning Bitcoin is gold and Litecoin is silver. Now, why is Bitcoin Cash is such a piece of shit, and why is it, like, again, why is Roger Ver bad, and why, you know, as it is, you can't even fucking, it's not even anything in comparison to what Litecoin is because one main reason. One fucking reason. And you know what that reason is? It's Roger Ver. And fuck, I'm not even trying to pick on this motherfucker. It could be anybody, okay? But the point is that there is a governing entity, a governing body, a figure, a group trying, okay, to spread the word on this, trying to, you get what I'm saying? Which is literally literally, okay, the opposite of what this space is. Remember, this space is decentralization. This space is sovereignty. This space is freedom for all. So when somebody comes along, okay, and decides, like a Ripple, like Roger Ver, like Hashgraph, any one of these entities decides to come along and say, hey, look, we got a solution, but it's centralized. It's like, no, there's not a solution. You're not doing anything. You know, you're doing the complete opposite of what we're trying to do here. So again, back with internets, back in the day, okay, what Bitcoin is, what Litecoin is, what people that are trying to really build this the proper way, you know, the blockchain technology, whatever, that is building an internet, free and open to all, okay? What they are trying to build when it comes to Ripple, when it comes to Bitcoin Cash, when it comes to like the fucking Petrol coin and things like that, what they are building is an intranet, okay? Meaning a centralized, closed server environment, whatever. The complete opposite of what we're trying to do here. So again, when you see people throwing their money at Bitcoin Cash and they're just trying to make a quick buck, and now fucking think, hey, listen, man, you know, go for it, do whatever the fuck you want. At the end of the day, we know what's up. Okay, and when, you know, I throw my money at Litecoin, or others like us, you know, throw our money at Litecoin, and when that shit's not really going up, you know, I'm looking at that shit just like why gold and silver ain't going up. It's fine. I understand why it's not going up right now, but I know what the real value of it is. A lot of people know what the real value of it is, and before we fucking know it, we're gonna realize that value. Before we know it, that fucking coin that you bought at $15, that silver coin you bought for 20 bucks, whatever, is gonna be $800. Okay? That fucking, you know, gold Kruger, or the gold fucking, you know, Queen Elizabeth, or whatever gold coin that you have, you know, that you bought at whatever price you bought. Because again, there's all kinds of people here. People have bought it at 500, 800, 1,000, it doesn't matter. But whenever, you know, overnight, that shit's gonna fucking, just like Bitcoin, okay? It's gonna be like 10,000, 20,000, okay? Look, man, when I saw Bitcoin go to 20,000, you know, I'm just saying, I was just thinking to myself, you know, the reality is, and I think a lot of people are thinking this too, you know, the reality is that a gold coin should be valued at the 20 grand, not the Bitcoin. The fact that Bitcoin was at 20 grand and gold was valued still at $1,000, I mean, that all that really showed was manipulation at its finest. That's it, you know, and look at how everything has come about now. But again, how those gold and silver markets and those, you know, those derivative paper markets are so completely different than Bitcoin itself. And again, they're trying very hard to control it, but again, like I said, it's just too much. Because remember, if gold and silver wasn't priced with the paper derivatives and then, you know, the computer, whatever that they have, but it was actually priced by, you know, the real circulation of gold and silver and like how people are using it, and then, listen, then we were already been past 20 grand, okay, in gold. So anyway, I hope a lot of this shit made sense, okay? I know this is a crazy long episode. I feel like, you know, I'm just going on and on because it's the 100th episode. Who gives a fuck, you know what I mean? Let's just make it, let's just see how long I can go. Forever. So, let's see. I'm just trying to cover everything, honestly. You know, like, I think I've talked about fucking everything so far. What else? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay. So, that's it, guys. I think that's going to be it for today. That's going to be it for the 100th fucking episode, guys. I got to edit this. I'm going to see if I can put a few clips here and there. I got a lot to look through. But anyway, just to make sure that you guys are the best fucking video possible and enjoy it. And it's awesome. You know, I think this is the beginning of a really fun ride. We're going to have an amazing summer. We're going to have an amazing rest of the year. And it's going to be crazy. I mean, like, why wouldn't Bitcoin get to 100K? Why won't Litecoin get to 25K, and et cetera, et cetera? Exactly. You know, so yeah, all right, guys, and the last thing I'm gonna fucking say, okay? I really didn't want to say it, but look, I gotta fucking say it. Please, I want to continue making. I'm gonna continue making these episodes and videos forever, okay? As long as I can. I'm doing everything I can to continue getting into, you know, to get deeper and deeper into the space. I'm gonna start going to conferences in the sense that, like, I put my name out there, you know, to be press, so that I can go to these crypto blockchain conferences so that I can bring you more stuff, cover the events and that whole thing as much as I can, assuming I can, and so forth. And for anybody out there in the crypto space, it doesn't matter who you are. You don't have to have a YouTube channel. You don't have to be anything. In fact, anyone that's doing anything in this space at all, period, and they want to share their story with me, with us, with everybody, please hit me up. All right, let's do this. All right. Also, in the comments, let's make it fun today. In the comments today, if you can, if you want to, leave a comment and tell me exactly what it is that you're doing in this space, okay? And it could just be investor, okay? Hey, I'm an investor. Hey, I mine. Hey, I'm building a blockchain. Hey, I work for X and Y token. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Hey, all I do is spread the word, okay? Let's see where we all kind of stand, and that'd be pretty cool, you know what I mean? Because again, we all have to do our part in this space, okay? Like, as much as I would love to fucking sit here and code and build my own token and do all these things, that's not my forte. What I'm really good at is talking. So this is what I'm doing, okay? And hopefully by that, I open up these avenues for the whole space, okay? For all of us, for more people to get involved and so forth and so on. So that's how I'm doing, my part. One of the things I'm doing. I'm also an investor. I also mine a little bit. I'm also, like, again, I'm a speaker. I'm a futurist. I'm an influencer. I'm all these fucking things, okay? And again, a lot of these titles, they're not mine, that I put on myself. It's people giving me these titles, and it is what it is, and I'm enjoying the ride, and I love it. Just like you guys saw my art video, the one that I did with Jen Levita. You guys remember the little art piece that I did? I really want to make more of those, but for this space, okay? There's people out here that are artists and also in the crypto space, and I would love to tell their story together. A lot of people that are just in the crypto space, period. And I would love to tell your story. I would love to tell your story of, just like I did with her, but, hey, with you and your computers, or you and your blockchain firm, and you or your project, or you, whatever, going to your startup. I would love to go to your little startup. Remember, I'm in Los Angeles, so I know there's startups here, startups in San Francisco. I'm not that far away. I would love to, again, film you guys doing what you want, building the future for us, okay? That'd be so fucking cool. But, not doing it in the traditional sense, like, again, taking this shit to the next level, where I want to make it like an actual proper little film out of, what you guys are doing. Not just like, straight up, hey, we're here in the office, VHS tape, super, rudimentary. No, let's take it to the next level. And I feel like there's a lot of we can make this happen in this space, okay? We just need to make it happen in this space, okay? I think a lot of people in this space right now are just focused on the tech and focused on certain things, which, again, to push it forward. But we need more people in this space, again, like me or others like me or whatever, that again, we're the ones that are like literally the advertising. I'm, as much as other people hate advertising, but again, what advertising is just, remember, in a sense, showing you something that you might be interested in so that you can participate or join or buy or whatever. So, if there's no advertising for the crypto space to the mainstream regular people, then how the fuck are they going to even know anything about it, okay? So this is why I try to do what I'm trying to do, because I'm just constantly trying to build a library, an encyclopedia, or whatever, a news channel, a real news channel, okay? Not just me, a lot of us, okay? But we just gotta keep going, because we're all very early in on this. But at the end of the day, that's all we're trying to do. We're trying to present everything that we know about this space to the mainstream, okay? Right now, the only people really watching, for the most part, are the people in this space, okay? But slowly but surely, more people are getting involved that are not in this space but will be in this space, and so forth and so forth and so on. Remember, not all of us has a smartphone. But there was a time when the first iPhone came out, when everybody still had their flip phone, and they would never, oh my god, I'm never gonna get a smartphone, okay? And now we've come full circle where people are like, hey, have you guys seen the new flip phone? So anyway, so yeah, the cycles, all right? I'm all about cycles. All right, guys. So I think I covered everything. I really did cover everything, and I really want to hear you know, what you guys have to say, and I really want to start getting everything involved, you know, like more of us involved in this together, and let's collaborate more. And if any, I got a feeling that some other YouTubers that do the same crypto videos as I do, even though they might not subscribe to my channel, for some reason I just think that some of you guys out there actually do watch me, and that's cool. I watch you guys too. That's awesome, you know. But listen, let's if you guys are interested, let's do some sort of collaboration, okay? Because for real, like, that would be cool as fuck. All right, that would be really cool. All right, because that's it. This is what this space is all about. And whether we reach out to each other or not, whether we work with each other or not, it doesn't really matter. As you guys all know, we're all gonna be fucking bumping heads at some point. All right, it's just the way it is. And yeah. And you guys already know how I am. I'm the nicest motherfucker in the world, but I also keep it 100. Oh, by the way, this is the 100th episode. Perfect way to fucking end it, because I've already been talking about God. It feels like an hour. So, again, guys, thanks again for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share. And, again, let's just keep this going. And the fun is only beginning, all right? For real. I can't wait. So, thanks again. I'll see you guys episode 101. Probably tomorrow, Friday, on 420. So it'll be a special 420 episode where I'll be smoking a blunt. Wait, that's what I do every episode. Almost every episode. Well, whether you see me smoking it or not, I always do. So I promise. I'm very loyal, okay? I'm not a quitter. Nobody likes a quitter. So, okay. I gotta go, guys. Thanks again for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share, and again, please just keep spreading this knowledge, okay? Where, you know, the rocket ship is about to fucking blast off. If it hasn't already blasted off.